Happy Friday, everybody. It is Pi Day, and it is the day before what will probably be a severe weather outbreak for the south. We could have some severe here on Monday. We're still going to deal with backdoor cold front today. You can already tell. Cloudy, cool today. Late yesterday afternoon, we finally had the sun pop out, which did actually bring temperatures up into the low 50s. That's probably going to be the same thing that happens today, maybe low to mid 50s. Depends on how soon we clear out. But anyway, I don't know if you stayed up, but I don't know how well the moon watching last night was, but we did have a lunar eclipse last night. Anyway, this is the low pressure that's going to be the cause of a lot of problems. So there's a wave of low pressure along the front that is associated with it. Huge amounts of concern for fire, wind, driven fires here in Texas with this strong, what's called downslipping. So it's drying winds off the mountains, really causing a real bad problem with the fire risk. Fire risk will actually be all up in this area. Even some dry thunderstorms possible because of how dry the area is coming down off the mountains. But what's going to be worse about this situation as well is going to be the potential for a very strong to severe weather outbreak here in the lower Mississippi Valley, a little bit east, what they call Dixie Valley, kind of the area where we could see some storms, especially Alabama. Unfortunately, this is really looking to focus in on that region. As this moves, we're going to see some thunderstorms and showers and stuff break out today. We won't go into all the details because that's not our area, but I can just tell you, if you have people who are in this area, they need to be prepared. Be prepared, don't be scared, to definitely just know what your tornado plans are and make sure everything is okay there. You can tell by tomorrow that, those strong winds to the south have warmed us up. Still could be kind of cloudy, especially in the morning, but hopefully we get some breaks of sun. We may have a brief shower or something tomorrow. This low is going to really enhance the rainfall here in this area, to Kentucky, Tennessee. Also increase the tornado threat and the severe threat in Alabama. So something you need to watch out for. The variables we're looking for, like the severe weather parameters, are really, really, really high in Alabama. That will go into Georgia as we head out in time, but most of this will start to become more of a line of thunderstorms and become more of a wind threat, and that includes us. We do have a slight risk of severe for Sunday. The biggest threat will be the winds. We may have just as strong winds, like 30 to 50 miles per hour, from just the strong front and the strong winds out in front of it. That may be as strong as maybe some of the storms. We'll have to see. There is a chance, though, that some of these storms could make some severe weather down to the surface. That could be both strong winds, maybe some hail, possibly an isolated tornado. I don't think it will be a widespread outbreak, but it will be a chance because of the amount of energy that's available. A real cold shot here right after this system will come in on Monday, but it won't be long. I mean, when I say cold, I should say like mid-50s. I mean, just some wind and some cooler air. And then next week we'll warm back up, and here's another strong low-pressure system again. Oh, I feel bad for these people. Fire danger will be high yet again. This low is looking like a little bit different track. But again, I suspect that there'll be a severe weather threat out in front of it, and that will include coming into our region later next week. And then behind that, it does look like it's going to really cool off for a couple of days. So, yeah, I mean, we could be back down to 40s for highs for a few days. I mean, it was chilly yesterday. It only got up to 50. But this is a really cold shot of air coming into the region for next Friday and into next weekend. It'll be cold for a couple of days before we warm back up. So this looks like a little cold shot. How long it lasts will be a question. It's very similar to what's happened this year. The low going up here and shunting moisture to the south. Unfortunately, I think even with these two storms, it won't be super wet in our region. Eventually, it's going to move east, and here comes another big low with the strong winds. The continued fire threat, unfortunately, there in the Texas area. And now it also comes east, same type of thing, with a chance for severe, and then, of course, a few days of cooler air. I mean, you'd think it was like spring or something with the seesawing here back and forth of storms with severe weather, and then cool couple days. After that, we get warm, and then we do the same thing over again. This doesn't look great for the backdoor cold front, but this is so far out in the future. This would be like a little bit of a cold shot here east of the mountains. In general, though, what we need to watch out for today, kind of cool. If the sun breaks out, we'll get up in the 50s. If it doesn't, we'll probably stay right around 50. Tomorrow, we'll have some variable clouds later in the day, but we could have some morning, drizzle and some clouds around. Becoming breezy from the south. That will warm us up as well. Then late tomorrow night into Sunday morning, maybe some showers around. Sunday looks just really breezy and windy all day long. I'd say 30 to 50 mile per hour winds, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get a wind advisory at that time. And of course, we'll watch out for severe weather as a cold front comes through. We could see both some heavy rain briefly, maybe some strong winds, possibly some hail, and maybe an isolated tornado in the area. We'll just have to watch. I mean, the chances of that all coming in your backyard are not the highest, but it's just a little more heightened, potential because of that. Then chilly for Monday, but not super cold, and then kind of warm up towards the middle part of next week before another front comes through, and it looks like it's going to really cool us down for this late next week, Friday into Saturday time period. We could see highs only in the 40s for a couple of days. Anyway, that is the way it looks. I would definitely say stay tuned for weather updates this weekend, and I'll definitely bring them as we get watches, warnings, and things like that. But you also want to have a good weather radio, and also just watch to your news and weather outlets. Remember, I'm not an official site. I just do this as a hobby. Have a good one.